So, Canteen, we'll start with you. I believe, unfortunately, your last character was killed in action.
I know.
Why you with an arrow?
So, you're gonna start rolling your new character. Go ahead, open up the dice tray, and begin rolling 3 6-siders. You're gonna do this 6 times. So, select the 6-sided die 3 times, and then click roll. That will determine each of your 6 ability scores. Begin when ready.
Which number is it again?
3 6-sided dice. The one that has 6 on it.
Holy, why am I being pinged?
Canteen, are you on the tabletop?
Huh?
Are you on the tabletop?
Not yet. Someone was pinging me. Wait, where's it, bro? Where's the link? I forgot.
It's in the chat.
Yeah, no voice chat.
Are you okay? Is something wrong?
I don't see any chat, bro.
It's in the session voice chat. Do you need me to repost it?
Oh, got it. Okay.
So you need to go into the session voice chat. There you go.
Yeah, I did. Am I in?
Yes. Alright. Select the dice tray and roll 3 6-sided dice.
Okay. Where's the dice?
The dice tray is in the top left corner. There's a dice icon. Click on it. You'll open the tray.
Got it. Okay, so 6.
Select 3 6-sided dice and click roll. There you go.
2. I don't. What does that say?
This is 9.
6. 1.
You're gonna do this 5 more times.
Okay. Just wait.
Tell me what you're rolling as you're rolling it.
3, 4, 6. How many times?
You missed your
do
2
I have left
11s
to
and
roll?
a 13. Alright, you need to read every roll as you roll it, okay? You have 2 more rolls.
Oh, okay. One more time, right?
14, 13.
Alright.
And 13.
Oh, come on, bro. You have to be kidding me. 13 again.
Okay, so
13's pretty good.
make sure that you know what you roll before you move on to the next roll so I can write it down, right? Because when you're rolling it,
Okay.
the purpose of rolling it is you're generating your scores that I have to write down, and if you just keep rolling, I won't see your scores or know what you're rolling. Does that make sense?
Okay. So I have to try again. I just want to use that bar. I think using the bar is better.
Alright, next time you're going to use the bot, okay? Now you're going to pick a class. You have 7 options as per usual.
Magic.
Magic user.
Magic.
Alright, use the bot then. Go into the channel. You're going to roll a 4-sided die for your hit points.
What's the
Dice rolls.
what's the code tree?
/ roll space 1d4.
1d4. 4.
Alright, you've got a +1 bonus due to your high constitution. Roll 3d6 for your starting money.
Okay. Just wait. And then what was it again?
3d6.
3d6. Oh damn! I used a slash. Oopsie. Oopsie doopsie. 10.
Alright, and what kind of gear would you like? I'm supposing that you were gonna want a spell book so you can do your job. It will cost you 8 coppers.
Yeah, and yeah.
Do you want a random spell or a Dungeon Master chosen spell?
Dungeon Master chosen.
Very well. You have the spell called Sleep. It allows you to put a number of monsters to sleep.
Again.
Yes. Again. Right. Now you're going to decide what you want to do with your last 2 coppers. Do you want to save it or spend it?
I want a dagger.
The best you can afford is a small knife with a sheath. Is that fine?
Something cheaper? Is there something cheaper?
That is the cheapest it gets.
Okay, I'll get that one.
Costs 2 coppers. Alright. Finally, you're gonna choose a name for your character. What would you like?
I'd like to be who was it again? John Fallout.
You only get one name.
So John, yeah, John.
Okay,
It stands for John Fallout.
sure. Alright. Next is Ethan's turn. Do you want to continue with EKLEM
Yep.
or a different character?
Continuous outcome. Continuous outcome. Can you hear me alright?
I heard you. EKLEM, right?
Yeah. I'm trying to be quiet.
Alright.
Anyways,
You've
yeah,
got 4
so
coppers. Do you need to prepare anything as EKLEM?
let me double check what he has. I think he has what his needs, right? Gambleson. Yeah. He has what he needs. Coppers left. Yeah, I'm good. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to try to hire my retainers again. The halfling and...
I think I did forget to make you guys pay for your upkeep yesterday, so I'll do that right now. Should have only 3 left.
Do what?
Upkeep.
Oh, upkeep.
I forgot. Your characters didn't pay for it yet, so I'll account for it now.
Oh. That's alright. So, that leaves me with 3 coppers, okay. So, yeah, once again, I'm going to hire my retainers, because I don't need anything for Elcom.
Is it Elcom or EKLEM? I think it's EKLEM, right?
Elcom, but we pronounce it as Elcom all the time. This is a little bit easier.
Okay.
I know we're mispronouncing it, but it's like just a lot easier. But nevertheless, I hire my halfling, Lafreb, and KYGAR, my dwarf.
Alright, we'll do a loyalty check. So it seems that Left Trip will not be joining you for this one. KYGAR, the dwarf, has accepted.
Alright.
Alright. And KYGAR, the dwarf, is a non-player character today, which is 3 copper pieces. He already paid for upkeep. Now I've made him pay his upkeep, so he will need some. He'll need a hunting weapon, I suppose. We'll get him a sling and stones. Alright, I noticed that Stylus has joined in. You're a little late. If you want to play, just sit tight and we'll get to you in a moment. We are in our prep time. Alright, and you would like to make a new character?
Yep, of course.
Go ahead.
So first roll is a 9. Second roll is a 6. Third roll is 11. Fourth roll is a 15. The fifth roll is a 13. And a 4.
Alright, and what class?
This looks like a thief.
Alright, sounds good. 1d4 for hit points.
4. 2.
Alright, he has a +1 bonus.
Yep. And
Alright,
then
36.
I am going to roll up the 3d6. 10 copper pieces.
Alright. Aside from some lockpicks, what else would you like?
Get him a short bow.
Okay, anything else?
How much is left over?
3. 3 coppers left.
Coppers. That's enough for a dagger, isn't it?
Not a sheath, so you can get a knife and a sheath.
Can I, as Elcom, give him an extra copper piece for that dagger?
Yep. Alright. And what name would you like?
Always random.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
On the first chart for 65.
Alright. GEN.
That. And on the first chart,
Number 6.
9.
A 9?
Oh, that's a 6?
Was it 6 or 9?
Oh. It's a 6. I just read it upside down.
Okay. Alright. His name is GENAM, looks like.
Okay.
Alright. And let's see if he accepts your offer to join your team. I think I actually forgot to roll KYGAR's acceptance, so from the last game, but that's my fault. Let's see. Alright, GENAM's turn. He's going to make a reaction check. Offer has been rejected. Do you want to make a better offer to him?
I did also help him buy his dagger.
Alright, sure. +1 bonus. So offer +1, 6. Undecided. You roll again. Undecided. Offer accepted.
There we go.
Alright, took him a while, but after buying him a dagger, which was 4 coppers, you gave him 1 copper to help him, so he accepts your offer as a retainer, which means he's most likely to be paid half a share in a copper or a full share.
Oh, that works.
Alright, Next is Season's turn. Seasons, do you want to continue as Elizabeth or a new character?
Yeah, Elizabeth.
Alright, sounds good. And as Elizabeth, do you want to make any purchases?
Right. So, I, so I already bought the armor, which, okay, and can I? So currently I only have the stone throwing weapon, but can I get any better weapons?
You could, yes. Do you want a better melee or missile weapon, or both?
Wait, missile weapon as in ranged weapon?
Yes.
What do you recommend? Because I already have ranged spells, but that's mostly sleep. What would you recommend?
Well, you don't have a melee weapon yet, so I would recommend a melee weapon.
Okay, what's the best melee weapon that I can purchase? Oh, the shop is there. I couldn't find it. Okay.
It's also in the combat rules and in the list of items, I believe.
Okay. So I can pick any of these weapons? A melee weapon.
The list of weapons here are categorized by their size.
Right. And the bigger the weapon, the more slowed down I will be. And, okay.
Right, large weapons are the most cumbersome, but typically the deadliest. Normal sized are the most versatile, and small ones are the least cumbersome, fastest, and best in close quarters, but of course are typically the weakest in open combat, right? They're cheap though, so not very deadly.
Okay. So I guess I could just pick a normal or a small weapon, but I guess I should ask, is there one that you would recommend? Because I don't know the specifics of each weapon.
Sure. So typically I see your character is going to be in the back lines usually as a spellcaster, so I'm going to recommend a polearm or a pike or spear. Or better missile weapons. There are also... Oh, go ahead.
No, go on.
There are also some melee weapons that can be used as effective missile weapons, such as throwing axes, throwing spears, throwing darts, etc.
Okay. So, I suppose I'll get a spear then, since that's what you recommended. And so that will be my melee weapon, and okay, I guess you can add that. And
alright, we'll have a sling on it so that you can wear it. So you're down to 145. Anything else you want?
and can I? So you also mentioned a better missile weapon.
Yes.
Where are those?
They're there.
Is it the?
Yep, so the best ones, if you want the heaviest and deadliest ones, would be either the heavy crossbow, also known as the arbalist, or the arquebus, which is the heaviest and largest handheld firearm, medieval firearm, or the largest bow, which is called the war bow. The one with the most damage per round, I would say, is the war bow. Kind of in between is the arbalist, and the slowest and heaviest and most risky but highest damage dealing one is the arquebus.
Okay, I suppose I'll go with the warbow then.
Sounds good. The war bow, total price is 12 coppers, including quiver and arrows. Alright, so let's see. War bow, quiver, arrows.
Can I also get extra arrows?
You can. In fact, if you want, there are more specialized arrows sometimes. Currently, the merchants bring ashore normal arrows, of course, incendiary arrows, and silver-tipped arrows. Would you be interested in silver-tipped or incendiary arrows, or just normal arrows?
So incendiary, I believe, would just be that it sets the enemy on fire or deals burn damage, but what does Silvertip do?
It helps against monsters that can only be killed by silvered weapons, like werewolves, vampires, etc.
Oh. Okay, can I take both then? Incendiary and Silvertip?
You could. They're pretty expensive though, so, and there are some other risks involved too, which I'll go over momentarily. When it comes to fire arrows or incendiary arrows, the cost is doubled, and they have a lower chance to hit because they're heavier and not as penetrative due to their construction type right
I
there.
see.
But they're still very good. 5 of them will cost you 1 copper. So you can get 5 fire arrows and 5 silver tip. Now when it comes to silver tipped arrows, the cost is, let's see, silvered, also the same price. Yeah, so 2 coppers and you can get 5 of each, and that will fit in your quiver still.
Okay, I guess I can get both then.
Alright, sounds good. So you're at 1, so 2 more, so we spent 14 then, so you're down to 131 coppers remaining. Warbow, quiver, 10 normal arrows, 5 fire arrows, and 5 silver arrows. Alright, anything else?
Ethan just told me that we also needed torches, so can I buy torches for all 3 of us?
By that, do you mean to buy 3 sets of torches and pass them out? Or each set of torches comes with 5 torches and costs 1 copper.
I suppose, well, if it only costs 1 copper, I suppose I can give 1 set to each of the 3 of us.
Sure. However, some characters don't have bags and will have no way to carry it, so they probably won't want torches, right?
Oh, okay. So, I guess I just give torches to the ones that can carry it?
So you want to give torches to, let's say, KYGAR and EKLEM so far then? Since they have knapsacks?
Yep.
Do you want to buy them tinderboxes too? Tinderboxes allow you to light the torches on fire.
Right, and how much do they cost?
1 each.
Yeah, sure. Let's get the tinderboxes then.
Alright, just a moment. The total price of this supplies is 6 coppers, which leaves you with 125.
Sure. Now, I guess that's almost everything I wanted to buy, but I will ask, is there anything else you would recommend spending copper on? Or anything using copper on? Like, should I bank it or spend it on something else or anything?
It depends on your goals. But basic adventuring gear I would recommend, of course, are armor, weapons, tools, supplies, and if you can afford it, transportation and siege equipment.
Okay.
So maybe you could upgrade your transport, that way you can get more loot. Transport gear will include like animals, maybe carts. I don't think the merchants have them. They might have some animals at best, smaller ones. But they do have some siege equipment naturally to help assault the shores and clear out the land. So smaller siege equipment is available.
Oh.
No large ones. They have poison gas, shrapnel grenades ready for sale, flaming oil. Now naturally this stuff is not readily supplied. Yes, they're pretty expensive.
One?
1 SP is 10 coppers.
Oh, wait.
It's 1 silver piece.
Oh, okay. Which one would you recommend then? Like, poison grenade sounds pretty strong.
Yep, poison gas is pretty good. The difference, Poison gas is a slow killer, so it lasts a long time and can injure anyone in it over time. Some of the deadliest
Okay,
one is of
and
course shrapnel grenades. They are immediate explosive. And the second best, most deadliest, kind of in between poison gas and shrapnel gas, is flaming oil.
oh, okay. I can get one poison and one shrapnel, and I guess maybe once, maybe two smoke grenades as well. And I was worried, like, am I gonna be encumbered or something? Because I feel I'm getting way too many items.
If you're worried about encumbrance, you can buy this gear and give it to someone else to carry, right? Someone that doesn't have as much gear. Like your new character you're about to roll. Does that make sense? Because every character only has 2 hands, so why buy them too much gear, right? You can hire extra men
Right.
and have everyone else, or distribute the gear so that everything can be used at the same time, right?
Okay. So I guess I'll just distribute gear amongst the other people that are here, so between Canteen and Ethan.
Preferably you
Is that
distribute it
okay?
among your own men. They are part of your team, but they're
Oh,
not permanent members. You're gonna roll a new character, right? So, or hire some old characters.
I don't have any old characters.
Well, then
No,
you
I guess I'm fine on my own, because I don't want to depend on RNG to, like, okay, yeah, never mind. I guess I'm fine on my own.
sure.
It's okay. I guess I'll
Do you
just
still want to
not
buy
buy
siege equipment, siege weapons?
Well, is it possible to know if I'll be encumbered by them?
The more you buy, the more slower you'll be. So, yes,
Oh,
you will be
okay,
encumbered
I
by
guess
them.
I'll. Okay, I guess I'll buy one shrapnel and one smoke grenade then. And
Okay.
one poison. That's it.
All right, very well. And you can see the weight that they have. Each one weighs 3 pounds. The price is a total of 25 coppers, leaving you with 100.
Okay, and one last thing, I guess. How does the banking system work? Like, what happens if I bank my copper pieces?
So, banking the copper, you're leaving it or you're exchanging it for banknotes. But how it works is that when you bank your money, if there's a banking system available, then anytime you pull out money, your money will be taxed 10% for protection fees.
Oh,
Yeah, 10% withdrawal
okay.
fee. So if you put 10 coppers
Okay,
in
yes,
and you want to take 10 coppers out, you'll lose 1 copper.
but the advantage is that they cannot steal money from me.
Yep. Or if you die, your money can be passed on to the next character, right? To your next of kin. If you bank it, you'll also be able to access your money almost anywhere that there's a bank nearby that uses the same banknotes
Oh,
or same
okay.
banking system. So
And
currently the
and the other advantage of banking is that the money doesn't encumber me.
it does not encumber you, and you can access it in other
Okay.
places. But of course, the money will always be taxed. So if you take out 3 coppers,
Right.
you'll lose 1. Minimum 1 copper per withdrawal, right? So if you
Hmm.
have only 1 copper in the bank and you take it out, you get nothing back. So you always have to have more than 1 copper
Oh,
when you pull money out.
okay. Do I have a banking facility where we're at currently?
Currently, the Shoreline base camp, the only banking system they've got is merchants. Merchants can bring money in and take money out to the bank.
Oh, okay. Never mind then.
So it's fine, but you can't access the bank if the merchants aren't here. So the shores are not secure. Merchants will not arrive and allow you to access your bank. Right? So if we're under attack, for example, and you need money for whatever reason, the merchants won't be here. to let you take your money out.
Right, never mind then.
For now, it's
Okay,
just going to be
lucky.
carried on your body, so if you die, you'll lose it all, right? You can also store it at base camp, but at that point, it's not secure anymore. Others can take it if they want.
Right. I'll just keep it.
Alright, very well. If there's nothing else you wish to purchase, you are allowed to roll 1 new character per game as long as you're not late. Last time you weren't able to because, naturally, you were too late.
Right. Yeah, I don't want to roll any more characters.
Yes, sure. You're allowed 1 new character per game, which you can hire as a follower to build your armies, right? To help build up your ranks.
Fine.
You're fine as you are?
Yep. Yeah.
Very well. Alright, so in that case, we are done with preparations, and it looks like that player who joined in late already
He's
left.
not.
So.
Yeah.
Alright.
Well, it's up to me to build our armies.
See you soon. Take a 5-minute break. When you get back, we'll start playing.
Alright. So, I've already explained the plans, but to recap it, we're going to go to the Wolf Cave, clear it out, and then I will make my camp there once we're done.
Would it be wise to just throw a poison bomb in and they'll just die automatically?
No, it would not. So, what I recommend, if there are more wolves down there, they're going to get all bunched up. They're going to funnel themselves. But for now, I think we should save our grenades.
Okay.
Because we don't know exactly how to. You might see an opportunity to use your grenades. When that opportunity comes, you should use it. Be careful.
Right.
It doesn't. Got that canteen, we're gonna wipe out wolves.
Yeah.
Oh, Canteen, you're a magic user?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it looks like I'm leading the melee force.
It's gonna be very dangerous with only one melee player.
No, we have 2. We got my dwarf,
Oh,
and of course you have my thief, which he's gonna be range. He's filling in for our halfling.
in Canteen, which spells did you have again?
Yes,
I have sleep.
Oh. Why does everyone always have sleep?
because sleep is really good.
Yeah, it's a W power.
Oh, wait. I think I'm... Okay, so the last... Wait, Ethan, you are there, right?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, so the last time we were playing, my mother started to call me for something, so there was a part where I couldn't pay a lot of attention, but I was going to ask. So once we clear out the wolf camp, can you, like, explain what the thing about the claim was? Like, you're going to build your base there or something?
I'm a little confused. What do you want me to explain?
So, towards the end of the last game, we spoke about how you laid claim to something, and I voted for you to have claim to that as well. What was that? Like,
To land. Once we clear out this wolf area,
right.
you will be able to claim the land. And I was thinking, I will claim the land, or you can, because we are to one of the most. You can understand.
No,
You only. Yeah.
right. It will be yours, but like, what are you gonna do with the land though? Like, what uses land? What uses land to us?
We're going to settle it. I'm going to make my.
On it.
Yeah, if Elcom lives long enough and levels up, he'll become a stronghold. Be his fortress.
Oh. And what does that allow us to do?
It allows us to have income, or at least allows me to have income, a place for my family to stay, and for all my party members to stay.
Oh.
So it's another area that we can start in.
Oh. But wait, only your party members can stay on it, so I can't?
You are part of my party, are you not?
Oh. Oh, I thought you were talking about your characters, but okay.
My retainers, yes. My family can stay there. But that's also something I can do as a fighter. Anyways. But this is where I claim my land. This is where we'll expand human territory. Where we will initiate trade between Mitches.
Alright, so your break is over, and now we can resume. We can start the expedition from kind of where we left off, which was here at the Shoreline Base Camp after our successful wolf hunt southeast of here. So today is another day in December. It's the second day of December. Your party is at the Shoreline Base Camp. You're gathered with a number of 5 adventurers, 2 of which are retainers. So a team of 5. And it's another cold December day. The base, I believe nothing really has happened to it recently. Let's check if anything happened overnight. Yeah, so things have been going well. It's a very peaceful grid. Settlers arriving here in the forest to help settle the land and gather the resources that a forest grid provides and a coast grid provides, right? So resources are being gathered just enough so that the camp can sustain itself and the number of members here, right? But I was pretty sure we need profit, so we have other places we can go to find it, right? To get to have our adventures in, and still the same campaign goals, right? To expand our territories southeast of the Shoreline Base Camp, east and south.
To assault the wolves.
Yeah, it sounds to me that you guys want to go assault the wolves, though.
Yes.
Very well.
Clear it out.
Canteen. I know you weren't here the other day, but this group is planning to finish off a pack of wolves that they've been fighting in the lands southeast of here. Do you have any questions or concerns or input on this situation?
No.
Very well. And Elizabeth, do you agree with EKLEM or do you have anything else to say?
Yeah, no, I agree.
Very well. So, EKLEM and your party will begin traveling southeast then, or would you like a different course? Southeast? Very well. So you've declared your action. You're traveling into the wolf territory again. In the first 2 miles, you'll be moving through the forest with the turkeys. Last reports, not up to date anymore, but the last time we encountered turkeys, there were a bunch of smaller ones left behind. All the larger ones were hunted dead. So your party is moving through the forest. We'll check if there are any encounters in this part of the forest. No signs of any monsters out here. No signs of animals really, except turkeys. Once again, you come across signs of turkeys out here in the forest. Would you be interested in hunting turkeys today? You came across their feathers.
No.
Very well.
We need them to grow in population.
Sounds good. There have been some new arriving issues that you've been hearing about that might be against your thoughts on the turkeys. You've heard that not particularly adventurers, but other settlers arriving who have similar occupations have begun to overhunt the turkeys, right? So that might be bad news. You might charge them or catch them in the act, but Midsun has, as an NPC, rule that it might be a crime now to overhunt the turkeys. So if you can, warn or stop people from poaching turkeys now in his lands, right? Otherwise, won't have turkeys for next year. So, you might come across signs of poachers at some point too. We'll check for that. No signs today, but apparently some of the settlers, maybe other adventurers or similar NPC adventurers, are poaching turkeys now. Your group in particular are not doing that. Let's see. The travels continue southeast. You will come across the lands in which you might find the Salt Vein Cave. Do you wish to observe for the Salt Vein Cave or continue on with your travels?
Continue.
Very well. And through the forest you continue into the wolf territories. Last time we were here, we encountered a smaller pack of 6, which we were able to successfully defeat with no casualties. Today we return, I suppose, to the small wolf den that was discovered by yesterday's crew, right? You can begin your delve into the den today. Alright, so you arrive at the small wolf den soon enough. We'll check for any encounters on the way real quick. Monsters, nope, no monsters. Large game, none. Small animals. On the way here, there was a small animal encounter, if interested. It is the beginning of when. Nope, not interested. Very well. So, you're at the wolf den.
Yeah, sorry, Judge Master.
Yeah, we don't want to waste time on that, but some people do.
Yeah. Mind, I'm going to take the time to map the entrance.
Very well. The entrance into the cave is toward the south, so you'll be making your way south into the cave. Now begin mapping out what you can see from the entrance. You are welcome to discuss at this point as I map it out for you.
Alright, so last time Judge Master described it being only single file. So, here's how we're going to do this. So I'm going to be in the front, obviously, because I'm going to take in all the blows. I think this might be a situation where it's just going to be me and my retainer doing the work. One of you guys will bear the torch, is that fine? You only need one hand to cast spells, so.
Oh, sure. Canteen, are you there?
Yeah. What should I do?
Bear a
nothing.
torch.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Do you want to like
Point.
hold torches for us?
Yeah, so we can see. We're gonna have a couple torches, that's for sure.
Okay.
So wait, are we having canteen hold the torches? Or
I'm gonna have my dwarf, canteen, those people to hold torches. So you guys can provide light while we're fighting, while my dwarf can also provide light while we're fighting.
I don't know how this works, but so if I have one hand to cast spells with, can I still use my bow or something?
No. How are you gonna shoot your bow if you're casting a spell?
Right, that was such a dumb question.
Don't worry about it. And in general, we can't do anything else other than cast. For example, I've seen someone, what they do, they raise their shield up first, start casting so they're protected, and they throw their spell.
Oh.
That's what I've seen people do. What you could also do is have a weapon in your offhand. If you need to interrupt your own spell to defend yourself, you can. So.
I think I had a spear. Can I do that with my spear?
Yes, that's if you need to interrupt your own spell.
Right.
You guys are going to be watching the rear. Must understand this might not be the best option for the spellcasters to do, but
Yeah, no, sure.
kind of what you have to do.
Right.
Alright, well, you've finished mapping out from the entrance what you can kind of see from here. There could be more, there could be less of the map to be revealed as we continue, but this is as far as you can tell it looks like so far from the outside of the cave. And again, we have very narrow spacing in these tunnels due to the fact that it is a wolf den, right? So a 5 foot by 10 foot tunnel continuing south into a 5 foot intersection from which you can continue west into a 10 foot by 10 foot chamber or east down a tunnel. How would you like to begin? Who's going to lead the way?
I'm going to lead the way, but first things first, I'm going to have my KYGAR to light a torch, and I ask John to light a torch.
KYGAR? Okay. So KYGAR will light a torch.
My door. You mind if I mess with the tokens?
Go ahead.
To show order? How I want. Just imagine. Okay. So. I can't interact with tokens, so never mind. But how I want this, I want to be in front, while I want to have KYGAR behind me. Since we both have spears, he can hit things in front of me. I want Elizabeth to be right here. I want John to be right here. While my thieves is all in the back. To keep rear guard.
Okay.
You guys all fine with that?
Alright then. So, EKLEM, you're leading the way with spear and shield. KYGAR will light the way from behind you.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. And your party's making their way down a 10-foot long tunnel, continuing toward an intersection. From there, you have the chance to either move west into a chamber where you can see there are some bones, or you can move east down a tunnel, basically.
May I take a moment to look at tracks?
Yes,
To
of
see
course.
if there's like any fresh track.
There are tracks. The freshest tracks here head out of the cave from the west.
I'm not in here then. So let's head southwest.
Southwest? Alright.
Yes, southwest.
And the whole party's going southwest, I suppose? Very well. The first few in there are EKLEM and KYGAR. Maybe Elizabeth makes her way in as well, but the others are still outside. EKLEM, you begin exploring toward the southwest through the tunnel. It's a small space up ahead, 10-foot chamber, and in here, reeks of like rotten flesh and meat. There are bones everywhere, and sinew, remains of scrap and animals, remains, scraps of food here and there, right? So, looks like this is where they eat. In here, you can see numerous bones. Most of them are small, but some of them are even large enough to be human bones, perhaps, right? As you explore through this cave. But it seems mostly empty, and the only way forward is through a tunnel to the southwest. How would you like to proceed?
Going to the southwest.
Alright. So, your party continues southwest through this cave. And now you come across fresher tracks toward the west. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. You're now coming across what appears to be your first encounter here. There's a singular wolf up ahead, guarding the end of the tunnel. The tunnel continues west for about 10 feet, and then there's a wolf looking at you from around the corner, right? It's starting to growl, it's gonna react, and you're gonna decide what you'll do upon encountering it. We got a singular wolf peeking at you from around the corner. Its reaction is uncertain, undecided, right? But more likely on the defensive.
I will step one. Well, technically, each square is 10 feet, right? Or is it 5 feet?
Alright.
It's 10.
Yeah, they're
10
5 feet.
Okay.
It's supposed to be 5.
Oh, they're 5 feet? Okay.
Yeah.
Then I will
Remember
move 5 feet
from the
forward,
descriptor.
allowing KYGAR to enter behind me while I have a sure spiel ready to poke it.
Alright. So shield and spear and KYGAR lining the way. You want him to go first, you said?
No, I go first while
Okay.
he falls in behind me, so
Of course. So you're just closing in.
spear,
Very well.
yeah. Spear wall, technically.
Alright. As the wolf is growling at the far end, you approach the position. Now you're within spear range almost. Now at this point the wolf will either flee or defend, right? It has little to no morale. It will back off. It backs off into the wall as you approach, and you can see as you close in into the cave, right, that you move through. There are indeed pups in here, right? Particularly, I think that it is the reported amount, the estimation of 8. It turns out there are 20 pups in here, right? Some are a little larger than others, but there are 20. I wrote the 12 earlier, indicating the last of the pups that have been reported, but there were 8 reported pups from the last group that encountered these things and find the pups. But now we know that there are 20 actually in the lair.
So what I'm going to say, Elizabeth, pass the fire grenade.
What? Wait. Do we have to kill the pups? Like,
Yes.
I don't.
Want to get
Can I
rid of the
use
wolf.
one of them?
I don't think you can see yet.
Oh damn. I'm just looking at the wall.
Yeah.
Alright, so
Yeah, so I'm asking.
is that the plan?
Yeah.
Elizabeth, you want to pass
I'm
your grenade
asking-
up there?
Didn't you say that we could, like, take the pups, like, domesticate them or something?
Are you asking him or me?
You.
You can try anything you want. Chances of domesticating a pup would be a lot more difficult than an actual dog, but definitely better than an actual wolf.
Okay, I'll just pass the grenade to him. But wait, you asked me for a fire grenade? Do I even have that?
Didn't you buy a fire flaming oil?
She did not. She declared she
did
bought
not.
3 different siege items, and that wasn't one of them.
I have a smoke bomb, a shrapnel, and poison. I don't have a fire thing.
Alright, different plan then. I thought you did, my bad.
So the wolf here will defend itself if need be, but at the moment it's cowering and backing up into the wall as its reaction or morale check. Failed morale.
What I'm going to say to KYGAR to crouch so Elizabeth can cast sleep on them.
Well, even if he crouches, she can't see any of them. She's too far down the tunnel.
Exactly.
Damn it, okay, let's start stabbing at the wolf.
The mother wolf, the last one.
Yeah.
Alright, make your first attack. Roll to hit.
20. 14.
Hit. You want this to be double damage?
Double damage, yes.
Go ahead, 2d6 plus your strength bonus twice. 6 damage. Alright, let's see how tough this one is. You hit the mother wolf with a strong hit in the first 10 seconds of combat, which you initiated. And the last wolf, the mother wolf, has 14 hit points. Again, you did 6, it's at 8 left. Alright, so you've wounded it, and in reaction at this point, it will move in for the attack, right? It won't just sit there. As it moves toward you, you can stab at it again. Roll again.
Yep. D20. 5, I think that's a miss. But there's KYGAR behind me.
Yep. So KYGAR, he is behind you. He's ready to help. Spear over you, or past you, as the wolf moves in. So it moves in toward you. You missed your attack. It got past your spear, but then there's a second spear, KYGAR's spear. He missed as well, so it crashes into you. You'll get a follow-up attack in the same round because you attack twice per round. But the wolf will crash into you and at least get one bite in before that second attack in close quarters. Alright,
Miss.
wolf missed. At close range, your spear is inefficient. You want to switch to a smaller
Drop
weapon?
my spear. Drop my spear, pull out my dagger.
Alright, so as you missed, you thrust it, dropped it, grabbed at your dagger, got bit at, and started slashing into the wolf with your dagger at close range. Roll again. KYGAR, yeah, he can't make it 2 attacks, just you. So as it bites down at you, close range, you draw the dagger. Roll to hit. Hit.
That's a 17.
And
Double
1d4. No double damage, it's the same round. This is your second attack.
Oh, wait, this is my second attack. Okay, my bad. Let me just roll D4 then. But
4. Alright.
5.
5 damage.
5 damage.
It's pretty badly wounded. The mother wolf is very weak now, biting down at you, but only bites into your armor. Second round of combat between you, or third round of combat between you and the mother wolf. You want to go for another single hit or 2 attacks? You can decide after too.
Depends which one. Yeah.
Alright.
So that depends what happens.
Miss, so you're probably going to go for 2 attacks. So you have a fast attack. Second attack hits, but that won't hit until the wolf gets its bite in, right? So.
Okay.
Wolf got a bite in there.
I think that's it, yep.
That might be a hit. With all bonuses applied, checking your armor. Yeah.
That's 3 armor class.
Yep, and you're a fighter, so. You also have a
Does
-2.
KYGAR?
Or a +2
Oh,
penalty. This is 3. 6 then. But +2 penalty, so 4. So you have AC 5, so yeah, it hits.
Yeah.
With a normal bite, it penetrated your armor and dealt you 2 damage. You're alright. 6 of 8.
A minor wound.
Minor wound indeed.
KYGAR.
And then KYGAR gets his own attack in there. Missed again. Your follow-up attack, what you just did. Alright, 4th round of combat. The rest of the crew is standing back. Elizabeth has the grenade ready. I don't know if she passed it because you went for spears instead of grenades. So she just got the grenade ready to go, I think, right? The rest of the crew's on standby. There's not much they can do from here. Alright. So
Let me roll my d4 because I rolled a 15 to hit for my second attack. Dealing 4 damage, or 3 plus 1, so 4. It's dead.
you rolled twice. You rolled 2 attacks again.
No, I remember I rolled my second attack before it had a chance to bite me. He told me to.
Oh, right. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, you rolled it too early. You're supposed to attack first, and then you get your second attack. Alright.
My bad. I thought
Yeah.
I could.
Yeah, it's dead. So, now you have 20 pups before you in a small 10-foot cave in this area of the den. What's your next move?
Okay. Is it possible to like take 1 or 2 pups with us enough to like we can add them in an army or something? Or like when they grow up? I don't know.
Say we just throw a grenade in there.
Bro!
I'd be honest with you. I just say we just throw a grenade in there and just end it all. Like,
Well, why would you waste a siege weapon on like freaking puppies, bro? Just kill them normally if you're going to kill them. But what I was gonna ask was, can we like take a few puppies and keep them as pets or something, and maybe they can help us fight later on? Is that a thing?
I think it is technically a thing, but that's up to DM discretion.
Oh,
Are you asking me or are you asking each other?
you.
If you can teach them to fight?
Okay.
Wait, your question. What's your question for me?
Oh, my question was, so basically we have 20 pups, but can I take a few of them, like maybe 1 or 2 away, and we can like raise them as our companions, but we will kill the rest of them? Like, is that a thing?
You can. You can try anything you want.
Okay, well then I take... Okay, Ethan, do you also want a pup? Because I only need 1 pup.
Or why not?
Alright. Some of the pups are older and might be able to defend themselves, bear that in mind. So out of all these pups here, maybe 2 or 4 of them are able to defend the rest of their fellow pups. Right. Now that the mother's been killed, instinctively the pups are maybe crying. Some of them are maybe barking at you loudly and aggressively. Right. So EKLEM, how do you want to take them? You just want to grab them? Do you have ropes? How are you guys going to capture these wolves?
We don't have
Wolf pups.
I could sleep them, but...
Yeah. I will make room. Make room for Elizabeth.
Okay, so how would you do that? Back out or step in?
They're in that corner, right?
They're all along the north side of the 10-foot chamber. It's
Yeah,
pretty
I will
packed.
Step in.
Most are
It's
very
the only way.
young pups. So 12 of the pups are very small, like the size of your hand, right? Or arm.
Yeah.
But 4 of them, 2 to 4 of them are actually like, they've got fur. You know, they're actually like puppies. They can walk around and bite.
Yeah. I will move westwards to the corner.
As you move in,
Like just
2 of the 2 largest of the dogs here, they run toward you and start biting at you. As they start biting at you, do you want to kill them, stomp them, or something else?
Yes, kill him.
Alright. You start to kill them, right, with your spear. You just see them biting down on your boots. You stab both of them dead. They squeal in pain, right, as blood spurts out of their wounds when you quickly stab through them.
Mm-hmm.
The rest of the pups, in fear, continue to cry and squeal. But you step into the corner, allowing KYGAR in, allowing Elizabeth forward. KYGAR can make some space. He will kind of get down, or he's already pretty short, so Elizabeth can see over him and cast sleep upon the pack, right, of pups. There are 18 pups remaining, 6 of which are actually competent. The other 12 are incoherent, right? They're just fresh pups, like they were just like birthed maybe a few days or a week ago, right, by the mother wolf, the last of the pups. So
Alright, Elizabeth, sleep him.
alright, Elizabeth begins casting sleep over them. Roll 2d8 to see how many you can affect during your first casting period.
2d8.
I suppose the rest of you are just following in, John and GENAM. What'd you get?
5 plus 4.
Okay, so 9. Alright, so 9 of the pups are affected. They're gonna make a saving throw to resist your magical spell. I'm gonna say that only ones that can really actually resist the spell are the ones that are competent or coherent, which are, there are only 6 coherent ones left. The other 12 are incoherent. They're just like blind puppies, you know. So yeah, I'm only gonna make 6 saves then. Those are automatic. Alright, so 2 of them resisted the spell out of the 6 coherent puppies. And then of course there was only 6 of the 8 in which you, or 9 of which you affected. So 3 of the blind puppies, the incoherent, very young, tiny ones, right? 3 of those ones automatically fall asleep. So now they are, here, let me divide them. So coherent pups, C pups are coherent pups, and incoherent pups. There should be 12 of these ones, 6 of these ones. Out of these 6, 2 remain out of the 6 now, because the other 4 are sleeping, right? So 2 normal. All right, 2 coherent pups now, and sleeping coherent pups. 4, and then incoherent pups and sleeping coherent pups. 3 of these ones are sleeping, so there should be 9 here. Incoherent pups that are asleep. 3. So there are still a number of pups awake still, squealing and whining and crying. Of the last 2 coherent pups, the morale is probably broken, more than likely. Yeah, I'm gonna rule that their morale is broken. That's 7, clearly broken. So they're just surrendering. They're either cowering, surrendering, or trying to escape, right? So the last 2 coherent pups are just in the corner, like paws over their face, scared of what's gonna happen next, right?
I have a question for you.
Sure.
Would it be possible to make this the camp, like the base camp? This cave base camp?
Yep, you can turn this into the base if you want. You'll have to clean it though. It's a wolf den.
Oh, of course.
Natural cave
And
they dug out.
we can keep the. I really don't want them, but keep the puppies here, like.
Yeah,
and
keep
train
them
them
in the
here.
cave.
I don't know.
Sure.
That might make Elizabeth happy.
It'll save you some time.
Yeah, we'll save us time and slaughtering puppies. Anyway, so let's.
Alright,
So that's my idea.
so do you guys just want to leave the pups here now?
Yeah, and let's
That way you don't have to carry them
grab
back.
the mother. Yeah, grab the mother.
Skin her outside.
Yeah, get the mother outside so we can show proof that we killed
Right.
Hey,
Do you want to
Wolf.
feed the mother to the pups?
Sure, why not?
That's crazy.
Wow.
Crazy. Yo,
You sure?
let's actually do that for real.
Yeah, I'm doing that.
Okay. Okay.
Right.
Forced cannibalism.
I mean, it's all they got to eat now. All the baby ones will probably die because they won't have the proper nutrition. They can't eat meat easily quite yet, I think,
I
when they're
really
young.
want to have a baby wolf,
But the
bro.
4 coherent ones, the last or the last 6 coherent ones, right? Those ones will probably survive if you treat them well. All the baby ones, the baby ones won't survive without a mother, right, to drink milk from. So these 12 here will definitely die. They'll either starve, be eaten by their fellow pups, or I think that's pretty much it now, right? They'll either starve or be eaten. So,
Not good training for
or
you.
you can
That's why
stomp
wolf
them to
is
death.
best.
Maybe they'll
Nah.
survive if they're strong enough, but it's barely.
Ah.
Yeah, only for surely these 6 will survive. So
Yeah, survival of the fittest.
Yeah, can I get one puppy, bro? Even, bro, can I get one?
what do you want to do with it, and where do you want to put it?
I'm gonna try and make it my pet.
Alright, so the plan right now is to get the mother outside to skin it, and then feed the meat back to the pups. And for this expedition, you'll definitely get your experience. It's about 2 XP for the single kill you got. The pups aren't worth any XP. Or money, really. Maybe their meat if you sell it in bulk, but the mother, her meat, it sounds like you're feeding it back to the pup, so the only money you're gonna get here is the fur.
Yeah.
The fur
You
money.
said there was human. Yeah.
This was a bone pile,
First.
so it's probably where they were eating or feeding. And we don't know what's to the
Yeah.
east yet, so if you want to check out the east real quick, we can do that.
Yeah, let's do that quickly. Like,
Alright.
move over here.
When you went toward the east, you found that all that was there toward the east as you carefully explored eastward as a team, like last time. You went down the tunnel. It was a dead end, but it was a bedding area. No pups, but probably the other wolves would have been sleeping in there, right? Just some normal bedding.
Okay. May I search the bone pile?
Yes, you
Said
could.
those looks like human.
Human remains that were dragged back here. Scraps of clothes here and there, bones and such.
Yeah, I use my spear to prod around.
Alright. After carefully going over the bones and remains with no limited time, right? So with unlimited time basically, you thoroughly search through the bones for any valuables. Unfortunately, the wolves dragged back mainly just remains, no loot, so you didn't find any special loot here. No magic items, no treasure, just scraps of clothing, boots.
Of course.
So any treasure or loot would have been left on the battlefield in which they were killed at, more than likely.
Alright then. Well, there we go. We did our mission. Let's claim this area for ourselves.
Yes,
For
mission
the
success.
Emperor!
So an easy expedition, right? I mean, it was bound to happen at some point. You finally finished clearing the grid of pack wolves that were living out here in the forest. So now the small wolf den base camp, right? With that decided, you can either continue the adventure or decide the future of this grid, right? Today, if you want. Of course,
Oh, we
other
have a
crews
lot
can
of time.
object later on, but for now, at this very moment, you can decide who it belongs to.
I would like to make claim of it.
Take claim? Okay.
Yep.
Alright, we'll
This
make
is
a
where I
note.
wanna- This is where I want to house all my retainers.
So, do you want to make this your new base camp, right? So we'll take you off of the shoreline base camp, and you can now establish your bases here, or you can set out from here instead. Merchant caravans will come
Yeah.
every now and then once you secure the grid, which you have. So now that the grid is safe, you can report this to the shoreline base camp at some point, and then people can start traveling into your lands, right? Looking for work, offering trade, and of course help settle the land.
Just more living space. Just more living space in general.
But we'll make a new note for you, and we'll declare who will be stationed here from now on. For surely all party members are welcome to be stationed here if you let them. Right, then we can
Yeah, everyone,
annotate the
everyone's
one here.
welcome.
But this one belongs to you, and do you want to call this the WOLFDEN camp or something else?
Yes, WOLFDEN camp.
Okay. So this is Ethan's WOLFDEN camp. Alright, which is a small camp, or a small camp within a small cave, or I'll just write a small cave because that's what it actually is. Small cave, which consists of, we can assume, a campfire which you can make, and then you can make a room for a stockpile for the wood, right?
Hmm.
So you can declare one of these caves to be the wood stockpile to fuel the fire, right? In which you'll sustain the camp in. That's the bare minimum. You'll need at least a fire, and suggested a stockpile for wood to fuel the fire. So this is as of the 2nd of December, year 10. Notes include our newest members here, so we'll pull off some of the old records here. Let's see, we have some new recruits. I think the only new recruit was John and GENAM, right? So we'll take note of that. Okay.
Now, what's left is to go up and claim the spiders, and we have secured most grids, as I'm pretty sure the elves don't mind. As long as we leave them alone.
Of this roster here, we have now EKLEM removed from this one, right? Now suddenly, let's go down here. So EKLEM, where's that? Was he not listed on here? Guess you were never listed. Okay. We also have
Thank you guys so much for helping me secure this land.
KYGAR.
Oh, you're very welcome.
I love stabbing people.
Yeah.
I want to stab someone.
Unfortunately, do not. Maybe we can take on the cannibals.
Yo, that would be cool. Is that a Sons of the Forest reference?
No, cannibals are just cannibals.
Oh, damn.
They have always existed.
Right. So, of your crew, EKLEM is the ruler of the grid. You can become the marshal of this camp, leader of all leaders. So, MSL.
Of this camp.
Yeah. Believe.
Yeah, and then
The other camp, their ruler hasn't been around for a while, so they've just been kind of stagnant, not making much progress. Let's see.
not yet. But I am going to invite all of my
So you're the
family.
marshal. And you want to announce Elizabeth to be your captain, one of your leaders?
Want to be a captain, Elizabeth?
Yeah.
Right, Elizabeth is my captain. You are probably the most competent person I know on the server currently.
Okay.
Alright, so captains, of course, are able to lead crews, right? Lead expeditions. Marshals lead leaders, right? So. Alright, and then sergeants help leaders, and then adventurers just do their job, and recruits are brand new to the team. So. Alright. And John's new to the team, so I don't think he needs any special leadership role yet. Still learning his job.
He's very new.
Yeah, he just joined in. Alright, so we've got Marshal EKLEM, Captain Elizabeth, and then 3 adventurers, GENAM, who's a recruit actually, and John is a recruit, KYGAR's an adventurer, a regular. Alright, stockpile, this is the older one. But here, you'll eventually get excess or surplus stuff, which will be noted here in items. For now, the only items available here are the wolves, the bones, which won't annotate. We'll have to clean that out if you want to live here and not get sick. So bones will be, of course, removed from the camp, probably tossed out or buried somewhere else to not spread disease. And then, of course, the pups, the ones who survived at least, we'll keep them in that one cave. The dead ones, you can either feed them to the other pups or bury them outside as to not spread disease. In reality, animals will eat each other to not spread diseases, especially wolves. Let's see.
Yeah, gonna let them eat each other, so we don't have to feed them.
Yeah, we'll just live off of each other's meat for now. So basically, in items list, I'll annotate the number of pups that will survive. So we've got wolf pups, tag 4, and we've got a large pile of wolf meat. We'll annotate it by noting down annotating just poundage of meat basically. So wolf meat, pup meat. The smaller ones were all about 3 pounds, so 36 pounds there. And the bigger ones that you killed, those ones are maybe 10 pounds. The current ones are 5 pounds roughly. So it's 56 pounds of wolf meat plus the mother wolf. She was about 100 pounds. So 156 pounds of wolf meat. That's a surplus, but or that's the count currently, but this will go down quickly per day. Every pup will eat a pound or 3 pounds of meat a day to continue growing. So by the end of the day, we'll lose out on 12 pounds of this pup meat. So wolf meat. So
Wait,
12
do
pounds.
we actually need 4 pups? Should we kill them and reduce them to 2 pups?
And actually, this number is half because only half the wolf is actually meat. So 50 and then 56 is 23. So 73 minus 12 is how much actual meat is here. So 73 minus 12 is 61 pounds remaining. Okay, this should sustain. And this is as of the 20th or the 2nd of December. So, all right. What was your question?
Okay.
Oh, never mind.
Okay.
Alright, so we do have a lot of time still. So what do you guys want to do? Should we go up? I think we either could go east or continue go north and fight the spiders. After maybe a bit of rest, since I am injured.
So 8 hours of
Okay, I'm
rest.
back.
You can heal.
Yeah. Yeah.
Day of rest.
Yeah. Like a day rest. And of course, we need to go rush. We actually need to. Yeah, what do you guys think we should do? I personally, we need to go sell the pelt. Report that where our camp is. Okay, so how about this? We take a day rest in our current camp, eat some wolf meat. Next day we go up, report this, and sell our pelt, and then we go fight the spiders. Makes sense. I'm I'm not hearing any objections, so.
Alright. Well, we're at halftime, so we'll take a small break then. You've successfully established your base, I suppose, and characters are resting up, it sounds like, gathering some supplies to maintain the camp. Alright. Come back in 5.
Yep.
Seven survived the eclipse. Yeah, I've been getting suggestions for group scenarios too. All of them horrific because y'all are a bunch of sick f***s. I'm looking for it. Now then, you guys remember that 100 men versus 1 gorilla trend? Yeah, this is gonna end a lot like that. Assuming most of the demons shown are roughly on the same level as the average one. Guts sticks out. Then you've got hundreds of small building destroying monsters who at best cap out around Mach 1 or 2. The Thief and Translucent are both dead immediately because they're both fucking useless. Black Mars will last a bit longer, but honestly not too long since they're only around Queen Maeve level. And hey, speaking of Queen Maeve as well as the rest of the women, we are not going to be speaking about them because you know damn well why. Which leads these two, and assuming they would work together at all, they take out like 20 or 30 maybe. There are hundreds in there, thousands, being supervised by even stronger ones, and there's no way out. Literally the only reason these two survived is because this guy bailed them out. I guess if you want to give them the same treatment, then sure, these two would be the last one standing, so they'd survive. Granted, that assumes you'd want to save Homelander. It seems unlikely. Could the Seven survive it?
Alright. You guys alright?
Yeah.
My toe.
Right.
Your toe.
So for the rest of the adventure, you can either continue adventuring throughout these various lands and make progress elsewhere now, or you can spend the rest of the game maybe settling your new grid, right? Establishing your camp further. Or you can try
Yeah.
something completely different. What would you like to do for the remainder of the expedition?
So let's settle, technically. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to have my retainers defend the camp, while me, Elizabeth, and John go up to the original camp and announce the camp, WOLFDEN camp.
Yeah, go back, report, sell off your loot, and let the merchants know they can begin making their way. Merchant settlers and adventurers, let them all know they can begin settling the southeastern lands. Right, you've cleared it off the last threat.
I do have a specific message for the poachers, that they're free to hunt in the land of the WOLFDEN if they bring food. They're totally allowed.
Right, help sustain the camp, become camp hunters, or
and not hunt the turkeys.
very well.
Would have full. Yeah. So how much can we sell that wolf?
Yep,
Like no wolf.
more likely
like
the same price
five-
than last time, 5 coppers.
5.
Depends. I'll roll the initial
Everyone.
reaction of the merchants. So, see. You make your way back. Let's make sure you can get there safely, as the other two are left behind to settle this grid. So you kind of disband 2 of your guys into a new job, right? They are released and reassigned here to be guards of this camp. In return, I suppose you promised them that they'll be able to settle here and eat and survive, right? So they'll hopefully get enough money to live out here. Let's see. So, in terms of payment, for now you don't have to pay them until you get the money to pay them. When you get back, hopefully you'll pay them before the adventure ends. By the end of the day, we'll see. So, we are releasing KYGAR for now and GENAM, you said, right? Right, these 2 have been released.
Dungeon Master.
What's up?
If you hear weird noises, that's a fact.
What?
Just saying, there's a vacuum behind me. If you hear weird noises, that's the vacuum.
Okay, very
that's
well.
fine.
Yeah, just if it's too loud, just mute yourself. But for now, you're fine. We don't hear it.
Okay.
Wait, yeah.
Alright, let's see if we can get back to the shoreline safely. No monsters for the first 2 hours. No monsters during the last 2. And animals can be completely avoided unless we're looking out for them. Are we looking out for animals?
No.
Very well. Then you go back to the shoreline base camp after about 2-ish hours, maybe. So, or let's see, 5 miles, 3 miles per hour. Slow slightly. So it's more like 2, 4, 5-ish miles. Yeah, it would take us about 2 hours to get back to base. So the time should be around 12:30, we'll say. It's 12:30 in the afternoon. You arrive back at base. You sell off the pelt. The initial reaction to the merchant at the shoreline is positive in favor. Selling it to you for 5 coppers. Or, I mean, buying it from you for 5 coppers. Is that a deal?
Yep, that's a deal.
Alright. Receive 5 for the
Everyone
pelts.
gets a copper.
Also for XP, we can distribute it now. So
Yeah,
there's 2 XP. Who should get it?
I killed the. Well, let's see here. I did kill the wolf, kind of by myself, kind of. But that was a situation where you guys couldn't help anyways. Personally, this might be me being a little greedy, but I think I should get the 2.
Yeah, no, you're not being greedy. Just take it. It's yours.
Okay, I take it then.
Alright, you're at 5 of 20. Alright, well, back at base, you receive 5 coppers. How do you want to split this? Should it be 1 each?
Everyone. Yeah, everyone.
When
gets
you
one
back,
each.
you'll pay the retainers. Alright, I'll just annotate it now.
And once again, I will make my announcement to everyone that new land, the wolf.
Alright.
WOLFDEN is clear.
You've made your announcement to the camp, you've reported in on the situation, and with that said, adventurers, merchants, and settlers alike will begin moving into your grid, right? Of course, when the time permits, you can start to tax the people, but you might not want to tax them right away, because then they might not actually even settle. But eventually you'll be able to tax them, right? They can use those taxes to pay for any of the costs to maintain that grid. But usually taxes are only some rulers keep it as their own profit and they spend it how they want, but most rulers, if you want to do it right, you're supposed to put the money back in, right? You pay for defenses, you pay for production, you pay for all the things you'll need to maintain that grid.
Of course.
But if you just keep for yourself, then you might lose followers and your grid might collapse, right? No security.
I won't keep any to myself. At least I'm trying to invest most of the money into the town, keeping sure we have soldiers, food.
The main trade
payment
in these areas are anything the forest can offer, which is wood, lumber, is what these forests offer.
Lumber, hunting, and foraging.
Yep. Secondary would be hunting and foraging. Yep. Where we can forge. But yeah, those are the highest profitable things out here in the woods at the moment. Things that you can forage, like fruits and vegetables, herbs and such, and things that you can hunt. But lumber is the main thing, because lumber, you need that to construct. Basically everything. Everything needs lumber. So, wood. Right. Homes, tools, weapons, everything needs wood. Now you've got a forest grid under your command, so eventually it will start to produce forest goods for you. You'll be able to help decide what direction that this forest will move in, right? If you can gain more profits. For the most part, in the beginning, people are just trying to settle, trying to survive, but eventually there will be profit. And with that profit, you can decide where it goes. So, alright. So yeah, you've made that announcement, and you can assume in the future there should be some merchants, settlers, and other adventurers spawning from this new base established by you. Alright, for the remainder of the expedition, do you want to... So yeah, do you want to continue expanding on your base, working on it, or do you want to go out and hunt some more monsters or something else?
Personally, I want to work on my base, but hunting monsters is also not a bad idea.
Alright, well, let's see what the others think then. John and Elizabeth, do you want to help work on his base with him, or do you want to go out and get some profit?
I'm fine with either two, I guess. So, canteen, what do you think, John?
What do you think, Charlotte?
What do I think of what now?
Do you want to go hunt more monsters or help set up the base?
Yes, we're gonna hunt some monsters, or
Okay. Since we're in town, can we get some reinforcements? Since someone joined us.
Possibly. He's a late join, but since we're at base, if Kyle wants to play, there's a chance. Is Kyle interested in playing?
Yeah, do you wanna?
So he's a spectator right now.
Oh, he doesn't have.
Perhaps to speak.
Yeah, he doesn't.
Well, did he say anything in chat or? That he,
Hey,
No, he
Kyle, you wanna join us?
so I'm not just gonna randomly knock him a player and then he just hops out of the call, right?
No, he says why not let me. So yeah, I'm fine with him joining us.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Alright, Kyle. Rejoin the call. You'll be able to speak.
Oh god, it's so long.
Hello. Welcome back.
Alright, I'm pretty sure if I remember, I know what to do.
Alright, so you're a late join. You'll be joining in as, it looks like, Bar 2.
Yep.
Oh, you were killed by goblins, if you remember. So I'll give you a random character in that case. Okay?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Alright, all you gotta do is choose a name.
Are you able to, like, randomize the name?
Yep, that's fine.
Can you please do that?
Yep, I'll just give you a completely random character then.
Yeah, Dungeon Master, may I ask a question?
What's up?
Since we took a day of rest, may I heal a D3?
We did not take a day of rest.
I said we rested at the WOLFDEN before heading. No, okay, well, it's fine.
I mean, we were talking about it, but we actually didn't go through with it, right? So,
Yeah, I see. Well, I was just assuming. My bad.
plus every day is a new expedition, so typically, so we would start another
I see.
expedition today.
Be fine. I have
Excuse me.
6 HP. I'd be fine.
Let's hope.
Yeah, we discussed it. We didn't actually do it. So we did. Would have lost a day, and I would have to write up a report, and you would have to also sustain a character. So you haven't paid for any upkeep yet or anything like that. Anything. So there's nothing to eat at the WOLFDEN camp. Like, unless you want to eat wolf meat, I suppose that's fine. But your characters still haven't eaten at all today, right? It's the same day as when we took the WOLFDEN.
That's fair.
45, take 1, and 9. Okay. Alright. We'll do BEFEND for your name. This is for Kyle. So you're BEFEND. Alright. You've got a lot of hit points at least.
9, not bad.
Alright. Your starting gear includes your helmet, your shield, your spear, and let's see, it's only 8, so we got 5 left. We'll do short bow, quiver, arrows, to 10, and a 50-foot rope. Alright, your job today is to survive. Your quota, 1 copper or food, right? So, that is what's needed to sustain your character's life. Alright. But you've recently joined a crew that has made their way back from the WOLFDEN. The newly established WOLFDEN base, which is the base that was established within an actual wolf den that they cleared out of wolves. They spent the past few days hunting wolves non-stop, and they've killed off all the wolves to the southeast except their pups. They kept some of the pups alive and have left the pups behind with a small garrison of 2 at the WOLFDEN base camp. They're here to get recruits, to report on the situation, and of course restock on supplies. And you've been allowed into their ranks. So
Alright.
you've recruited BEFEND team. From here, what is your next move? And BEFEND, do you have any
Alright,
questions
we're
about
going-
tunes? Okay.
So we're going to be moving towards the spiders.
Okay. Continuing the hunt. Sounds good.
Mhm.
So right after securing the base and returning to the shoreline base camp, they're gonna continue adventuring into, this time, the spiders' territories. Right. So our party of 6, or at this point 4, because 2 were left at the WOLFDEN camp. A party of 4 will continue east into the Spiderlands. Right. From here to here, it's about 1.5 miles, right, east to west, into the spider territories. Your party moves at the rate of 2 miles an hour, so it should take you about an hour to get there, given that the force will slow your movement by 33%, so more like 1.5 miles per hour. So again, 1 hour to get there. Chance of encountering monsters are low. We'll check. Animals can be avoided. Turkeys could be found in this part of the forest,
Oh,
but are also avoided. And you made it to the forest of the spiders. At this point, you'll be entering into the spider territories, and more than likely there will be an automatic spider encounter at some point. At this point, how do you want to proceed? Do you want to push northeast, east, southeast, or some other way?
Let's push. Let's like secure the border essentially. Let's go south. My elevator being weird. Basically south, east, like secure the border.
Move
Sure,
south
there's no
first,
spider.
then east. Okay. Your party makes movement southward along the edge of the forest. There should be little to no encounters on the border, but we'll see.
Yeah. We can make sure
Monsters.
it's clear.
Oh, random monster encounter.
Ooh.
Right. See what we got.
well, might as well get
We haven't
one
had one in
on
a
the
while.
way to there.
Chances are super low, super rare for such an encounter out here. But we finally get one after like days and days on of adventuring. Alright. Let's see.
Area of sleep.
Forest
Oh
encounter.
no, that's the expert.
Oh, oh no! I just joined. I'm fucked.
Pod.
Give him hell.
You.
This
Two,
is all
two.
for the Emperor.
Alright, so forest encounter on a 2. Some kind of flyer.
Liar.
Yeah. Alright.
Right.
Shit,
we got
shit,
two.
shit.
Okay. So passing through, there are some signs of another monster right here. We'll check if either side is surprised. We had standard march to the woods. Let's see. Alright. Are we surprised? 1 or 2 indicates yes. Are they surprised? 1 or 2 indicates yes. Neither side is surprised. Safe encounter distance. As you march through the woods, at some point in the middle of the woods, you spot some flying creatures in the distance that don't appear to be birds. It's about maybe at this time of day. Let's calculate time. So we arrived at the shoreline base camp at around 12:30 in the afternoon. We probably needed to eat lunch. That took an hour. Lunch costs your crew 1 copper each, so feed your crew lunch. Or not 1 copper each, 1 copper for 3. So to feed your crew earlier before you left, you had a crew of 4 at the base. It would cost about 2 coppers to feed your entire team, and you would have some leftovers for the other 2 back at WOLFDEN base camp. But I suppose EKLEM, you paid for your team. It would cost 2 coppers.
Yes.
All right, you had 1 copper left. You would have 2 rations for the other guys and back at base.
Alright.
You
I have
probably
one,
will need more.
one.
That was earlier today at 12:30. At 13:30, we finished lunch. We also recruited and made reports on the situation. So I would say that was another 30 minutes recruiting, purchasing or selling off loot, and of course reporting on the situation. And then of course we set out eastward. That took us about an hour. And then we set out southward. That's halfway through that southern march. This was the encounter we're currently having at 15:30, right at about 3:30 in the afternoon, right? The sun is it's a winter day, so the sun might not be up too much longer, right? It will set a lot sooner. It's like high in the sky right now, probably actually, but the sun sets early during winter time, maybe around 4 or 5 p.m., right? So it's getting close to dusk, right? And you come across. You have questions? You're interrupting.
Oh, that's just me kind of mumbling. Sorry.
Oh. You have come across signs of these monsters out here flying in the sky a safe distance away from your team. We'll do encounter distance of 4d6, times 10 yards. 120 yards out, so 360 feet from your position, flying overhead, are these winged humanoid creatures. Or something like that, right? Seems to have 4 limbs, 360 feet away.
They're harpies.
Do you want to engage or continue through the woods or something else?
No.
This is to the south. You see these things approaching. Let's see the reaction to our team. In favor. So, passing through, avoiding our team, but they are moving in a favorable direction. They're not moving toward us. They're moving kind of just, we'll say, northeast, right? So they're gonna pass by possibly. They're flying somewhat in our direction. We're north of them. They're moving northeast. So they're coming from the southwest. So you want to just avoid them by waiting for them to pass, or do you want to continue with your travels despite them moving slightly in your direction, or something else?
Let's just avoid them.
Avoid them as much.
So how do you want to avoid them? So
just wait for them to pass.
Wait. Okay. Yep. You wait.
Just be under the tree.
It takes about maybe 10 minutes to fly past. So at 15:40, they have they've flown past your crew, right? They went northeast, so they never got very close. You just kind of observe them and watch them fly over the forest, right? From a very safe distance of 360 feet, right? 12 yards, so a little over a football field distance, right? A football field, I think it's 100 yards. So 120 yards out, they flew past your crew, continuing in a different direction. And you proceed on with your travels southward. Wrapping this up here, 16:10 in the afternoon. You arrive at the corner here, near the Salt Vein Cave, and from here you can continue your travels eastward, as you had planned, right? Are we observing for any other animals? Let's see, we'll check for spiders too. Low chance of spider encounter out here.
Question: how big are the spiders?
Big spiders.
Okay, that explains.
Yeah, man-sized spiders, giant spiders out here in the woods.
Spiders from Lord of the Rings, or just spiders from that spider from Harry Potter.
Yeah, exactly.
They're just big.
They're giant spiders. Right.
You know, we would need a pretty high.
Checking for our next set of encounters, possibly as we move east, observing for any signs of the spiders or any other monsters and threats. Wandering monsters?
Yes.
No. Wait, wrong dice actually. Okay. Nope. D8, D6 indicate. No. D8 and D6 indicate a yes. 2 1s indicate yes. Right. So, no signs of animals or monsters. You made it through the grid here. 1.5 miles out. Took you an hour. So, currently 17:10. So you're past the normal working hours, by the way, because you're supposed to only work till 16. So you could just have worked more than 8 hours today. So.
Yeah. Well, it looks like everything is secure, at least so far. Maybe those. I say we just head home and end the game, because that's the only thing I really want to do. Make sure the spiders are on our border. Right.
At least this half of the border is secure.
Yeah.
This half is unknown. No enemy positions were spotted though. Okay.
Yeah.
So you'll continue back to base, right? The WOLFDEN base. Right. Yeah, it takes about an hour. We'll check for any encounters. first wandering. Animals can be avoided. When you get back to the WOLFDEN base camp, you arrive here as with your team, and there are indeed already settlers here that have made the journey. New arrivals include NPC adventurers, merchants, a small merchant caravan, and even some settlers have arrived to start establishing the base camp here. In charge of the base camp at the moment, you left behind your 2 retainers who are maintaining the camp. One of them, of course, went out for wood, while the other one stayed back and, of course, kind of watched over the settlers as they moved in toward the WOLFDEN base camp.
Yeah. And I give them their rations up here.
Yep. We'll still need to pay for upkeep, but at least they were fed a single meal today by you. So, makes them feel better, for sure. They're not hungry anymore. -1 penalty goes away. So.
Of course, did they get their copper too? Because there was 5 copper.
We'll say you paid them out just now. You were carrying their copper. And I already annotated it.
Yeah.
Or I pre-annotated it. Yeah. Alright. EKLEM rations were passed out. Okay. And payment was passed out, a single copper today. Payment was small, but I mean everyone got the same amount of payment, so good to go. Throughout the expedition, Bartu hasn't made any profits yet. And unfortunately we only have, I mean, game time wise we got 2 hours. If you want to do a 2-day session, that's fine, like a 2-day in-game world session. We'll just annotate that the second and third were used for your expedition. So if you want to rest up and heal up, this is the time, right? So I guess your characters are in their free time, so you can decide what they'll do. Typically their free time is spent doing things that they want to do, but you can also choose what they should do, right?
Right. Okay. So.
And then Bartu, you technically began work in the evening shift area, so you technically can keep working for maybe 4 more hours. The other characters, if they work longer, they're working overtime and they're gonna exhaust their characters. The next day they'll be exhausted.
Yeah. So, well, didn't really work very long. He joined us half the day, so.
Yeah, so he has half the day to keep working if he wants, while the others, if they don't get their rest, they won't be as efficient tomorrow.
If you want.
You can go on. Never mind. You can go on.
So for the rest of the team, you're gonna have your characters go into their free time, right? So it's their time to wash, to train, to get ready for the next day of work, basically, and to rest.
Train. I take a rest, care for my wound.
Yep, that will be your time. So as you guys rest up, Bartu, in the last 4 hours of the evening shift, or in your 4 hours of work during the evening shift, was there any work you wanted to get done?
What is the after activity still the same like any other sessions, or is there something new? Well, all I'm referring to is there anything that wasn't? Oh shit.
Rather sticks and stones.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and gather some stuff.
Alright, what do you want to gather?
Probably some materials like sticks and stones. Probably if I find a living thing, I'll just get back away. I'm not gonna fight it alone.
Alright, so you're collecting mainly just sticks and wood and sticks and stones that you find in the woods nearby?
Yeah.
Alright, is there a goal, or how much do you plan to gather? How much wood and how much stone do you plan to gather?
Just just like okay. Just
Sorry, but Kyle, sorry to interrupt you, but Dungeon Master, I have to go, bro.
Alright, just make sure that next time you do plan to play, you have more than 2 hours to play, just in case, alright? Because here's when you ever declare you want to play, you should have up to 3 hours to play.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah.
This guy technically he did a full mission, so
Yeah,
it's fine.
it's fine. We can wrap it up
Hey,
early,
that's
of
good for you.
course.
Really good.
So, you guys want to wrap it up here?
Bye.
Yeah, sure.
See you.
why
Have a good
not?
night. Thank you, Canteen. Alright,
Okay, bye.
see you.
Next,
There
I'm
you
gonna go to bed. So if we
Alright then.
play games tomorrow, I will try to gather as much people as we can, and then we're gonna fight spiders
Very well.
because
Alright.
I feel like.
Perfect.
And if we encounter harpies, and I'm pretty sure those are harpies because that humanoid creature.
Humanoid bird things.
Yeah. So yeah.
And then,
have a
Barty,
good
did
night.
you ever figure out the exact amount of wood and stone you wanted to collect in those 4 hours of work?
Just as much as possible.
As much as possible? Alright, let's see how. So, should we calculate how much is possible? Let's see. Like, is there an idea? And I can. So, the easiest way to do this is you tell me how much wood and stone you want, and I can either approve or disapprove. But if you say as much as possible, then we have to go over how much it was actually possible, right? In those 4 hours. So,
Alright, well, have a good night, gentlemen, sir.
good
guys.
night.
Good man.
So, as much as possible is kind of vague, right? Like, for 4
Yeah.
hours? Alright. So, you just want
I
to.
guess like 50, if possible, like 15 sticks and 15 stones.
Oh, yeah, that's definitely possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would take maybe in the forest at least like 20 minutes to accomplish. Right? 15 different sticks and 15 different stones. Maybe 10 minutes,
Yeah.
10 to 20 minutes. So that's why I asked you if you wanted to spend 4 hours doing that, there would be a large number of stones and sticks you would collect, right? And
Yeah.
we'd have to do the math behind it. And we have to figure out the method. Like the area that you searched, naturally, and your method of collecting, and then where you would store it. So 15 sticks and 15 stones is easily collected, right? So you go outside right now in the forest and 15 sticks, 15 stones, like that's easy, right? You can definitely collect 15 sticks and 15 stones within 10 minutes or less, right? And then of course,
Yeah.
where would you put it? You just want to pile it at the camp, or?
I'll pile it in the camp.
Okay. Alright, very well. You put in the camp stockpile that you collected 15 sticks and 15 stones, and I guess we'll wrap it up there. Is there anything else you guys want to do or discuss before we end the session?
I guess that's all for you.
Alright, I'll see you at the next one then. Have a good night, guys. Take care.
So,